According to Northhouse 2021, leader-member exchange theory is unique in that it focuses on the relationship and interactions between leaders and followers. The theory focuses on the in-groups and out-groups within a work unit organization. The in-group refers to those that are more interested in negotiating with what they're willing to do for the group and often go above and beyond their required responsibilities. The out-group refers to those who are not willing to take on new or different job responsibilities. As a whole, the in-group tends to have a stronger relationship with the leaders. They are willing to do extra things for the leader, who in turn does extra things for them, while members of the out-group tend to come in, do their work, and go home, not forming as close of a relationship with leaders. The leader-member exchange theory suggests that all followers should have a special relationship with leaders, offering everyone an opportunity to take on new roles and responsibility and nurturing high-quality exchanges. This ultimately could lead to all members of a work unit being part of the in-group. When it comes to any theory, there are disadvantages and advantages that come along with it. With leader-member exchange theory, some of the advantages are that it makes sense to describe workers according to in-groups that go above and beyond and out-groups that do only what is required. It focuses specifically on the relationship between leaders and followers. It emphasizes the importance of communication and leadership. It reminds leaders to approach each follower with fairness and equality. It works across different cultures, and it has a large body of research supporting its effectiveness in relation to positive organizational outcomes. Some of the limitations of this theory are that the focus on in-group and out-group can cause an apparent discrimination against members of the out-group. It suggests that leaders should create high-quality exchanges with all followers, but does not elaborate on how exactly one might do that, making it difficult to truly define leader-member exchange theory. It is difficult to pinpoint exactly how other factors influence leader-follower relationships and how they influence which group followers fall into. And finally, it is difficult to measure leader-follower relationships and compare them to the other leader-follower relationships, especially when different scales are used in different studies. On the med-surg unit that I've been working on for the last couple years, I think that my assistant manager and manager both have done an excellent job using leader-member exchange theory in a way that's very beneficial. I think, for example, how hard it has been throughout the pandemic to keep our unit staffed appropriately and how they formed relationships with each of us to get to know us and know who is willing and able to pull extra shifts or switch days to accommodate the schedule. They create opportunities for everyone to pick up shifts, but they never make anyone feel bad for not being able to. In this situation, there's definitely an in-group and an out-group, those who are willing and able to work extra and those who are not, but I feel like the managers have good relationships with members of both groups. This creates an environment where everyone feels appreciated and is basically part of an in-group, and that they're willing to help out and go the extra mile when they are working, such as training new employees or precepting student nurses. I think this is a great example of how leader-member exchange theory can be used effectively. I know that I've had other jobs that where the in-groups and out-groups were treated the same, and so the members of the in-group were continually leaving the job because there was no advantage to them doing the extra work and going the extra mile, and they just felt used and abused when everyone else was coming in and doing just bare minimum and getting the same treatment. So my question is, have you experienced this as a nurse where leader-member exchange theory has been in use and you've seen definite in-groups and out-groups, and that it's, did it have a good outcome, or, did the in-groups and out-groups create animosity or make, certain people want to leave and prevent retention on the unit? And what is an example of how you've seen leaders reward members of the in-group without alienating the members of the out-group or making them feel unappreciated?